We're at Lincoln View today. This is 2933 North Southport. Now we sold the majority of the units here. Cool church bells right in the background as we start. And we have Athenaeum right here too. So Athenaeum is where Trevor Noah came. When he came to Chicago, it's where he performed and did his stand-up comedy special. So they have great events there. It's really a community center. You know it's going to be there forever. You can never guarantee that, but most likely that's going to be there forever. And you have a beautiful church to it. And I don't care what your affiliation is with religion, just go inside there and you'll understand art. So every single one of these units has outdoor space that's specific to itself. What I like about this one is it's big. It's not small, and it goes this entire space. So we're looking at 14.6 by 6.2. Now, typically, you might have 10 feet, you have about 5 feet in this direction, we're over 6 feet, and we're almost 15 feet. That's very large. Now, come on in. We are doing this at the end of the day, and the sun is phenomenal, and I want you to think about this noise because once I close it, you can't hear it. But look at this sun streaking across the room all day in the afternoon. As we did these units and chose finishes, this was one of my favorite designs. So if you're looking at this, we have the rift cut white oak back, the same thing on all the base cabinets. So these are beautiful, they cost extra, and they work really well. We have the trash right here. You'll notice none of the hardware is installed, so you're able to pick that out for yourself and leave that piece of customization up to you. You have really good soft close, wood carcasses for the drawers, no metal drawers. These are really high quality cabinets. And then we have Bosch appliances. Not only do we have Bosch appliances, but we have Bosch with the outside water filler. How silly is it when you have to open up your fridge and go here and let all the cold air out of your refrigerator just to fill your water, and then you're sitting there while the alarm is going off just because you want to drink? Makes no sense. Not only that, but we have a filter, cubed, crushed, all these different things, and you can set the temperatures right from here. Now, every cabinet or every single kitchen would not be complete without under cabinet lighting. One thing I really like about this backsplash too is it has this brown speckling throughout, which really ties back into the cabinets and then ties into the flooring as well. So it goes throughout here. One thing to notice too, we added lighting. We go through a lot of new construction and developers don't want to pay for lighting. They think it's a piece of customization, something that you want to choose yourself. But I love the lighting package here. Not only do I like this, I like what they chose for over the peninsula, but I like the bedroom lighting in here. So we were in our first bedroom of 3 in this space. We also have the European style turn and flow windows. So they all open like so, and they all vent like this, and then lock like that. Now these rooms are really good size. In here, we are working with 10 by 12.9. And then just because you want to know how it would work with a bed, if you're going to have a bed in this room, you're going to have 10.8 in this direction. So you're basically eating up about 2 feet with the door. Now, going back to this living room, the space works really well because you have designated areas. So if it was me, I think I would do my couch here, looking back on this wall with a TV right over here. And then you could have an awesome circular dining room table, like a nice large tulip table, but you could also do a rectangular right here. Or you could flip it up all together. You could do dining over here, closer to the glass, closer to the light, closer to the window, and then you could push your living right through here. And that's how the architect envisioned it. You can tell by the centering of the TV on this direction. You'll notice we chose warm lighting, about 2700 Kelvin for all of the lights in here. So it's feeling really nice overhead. There's some type of event happening out there, and there's kids yelling. Let's see what it is. I don't know, I think they ran past. Back to the real estate. Oh yeah, it's for the church, right? Yeah. So you could watch weddings. Like, are you a romantic person? You could sit on your balcony every week, see a new wedding, see a new bride, a new groom, new people. You could be a wedding crasher. Did you ever watch that movie? It's kind of old. But you could do that. You could just party at the wedding all the time and then go to the venue afterwards. Now, when you turn this corner, you have a nice large laundry area. So we have full-size machines, but then you have this whole space over here. Like, look, I got my arm until the elbow pretty much, but to give you a good idea, there is 2 2 feet by 2.7 over here that you can utilize. That's a lot of room, believe it or not. All your brooms, all your detergents, all those different things, they're gonna be here. And notice a small thing. This has a booster pump to push up all the things, all the lint, all the air out into the roof, so you don't have to worry about that, all the things collecting inside all the pipes. Now this is your guest bath. This is your powder room. This is gonna act as the bath that all your friends and your guests see. And pretty nice one. I love the vertically stacked tile. I like the softer grout that they chose in here that goes with the floor. And they did a brick pattern on the floor to tie it together really well. Nice large vanity. And this has this kind of like onyx stone on it that looks real good and real sharp. Now as we come through into this unit, just picture, welcoming people right through here. What I like about this is you can't see anything, right? If you have the door closed to your bedroom, you can't see that. You can't see the living room. You could, okay, thank you for the pizza, bye. Now right when you come in, closets right here, big closet. So we will give you a $1,000 closet credit so you can build these out any way you want. You make the decisions. We don't dictate that for you. And with the mechanicals, we have the best mechanicals in the market here. We have a Crain high efficiency furnace, A.O. Smith water heater. And you see this mastic? So this is how you know this was done as a quality job. You don't see tape everywhere. You see mastic covering the joints to make sure that there's no air loss. As we go to our second bedroom, now you'll notice this has an accent wall because we did have a buyer and that buyer fell through. So you get an accent wall. If you don't want it, we'll change it. Here are our measurements for this room, 10 feet by 12.9. And then you have the closet over here in this one. So like the other one, you're not gonna be restricted at all with your bed. You're not gonna be anywhere near it. So it's gonna be different than the other bedroom we were just in. TV on that wall right there. And you have separate settings. Our designer did a fan for these, which I love. I love a fan in a bedroom, but it's not something that you often see. You often have to install it yourself because developers aren't thinking about that. Now as we come through, we're in the primary suite. We turn this corner right here, and we're looking down a wide alley. Now, I know there's electrical poles and electrical wires and these different things you're looking at. And most people would try to sell you on how great this is. I'm going to do that too though, because usually you're looking at a brick wall. And between us and across the street, there is a lot of space. So if you have to look at, look, there's 19.5 feet between here and the next building. Usually you have 5 feet max, okay? So if you have to look at some cables or you're looking at an alley, that is much better than the alternative. Because basically in Chicago or any major city, you're either a high-rise looking in the clouds or you're looking at buildings. You can have a $5 million home in Chicago, you're still looking at a brick wall when you look out the window. Now this room is real big, real big. So we are talking about 16.3 by 11.9 in this space. Average primary bedroom in Chicago is 12 by 15. So you could have a couch in here, you could have furniture, chairs, a sitting area, all of that will work in this space. This is gonna be larger than the majority of primary bedrooms that you're gonna see anywhere else. Now notice this too. Even threshold, tile, it's a floor, no gaps, no thresholds here, very smooth, very clean. And if you notice some imperfections, I'm looking at this and I see some paint that isn't completed, I see some small things that need to be changed. It's new construction. Don't worry about that. We're gonna take care of all of it, but it's gonna happen once you're under contract. So come on in. Good storage here, nice big drawers, well built, massive shower. So what are we working with? This is a big space. I mean, I can do one full walk and I'm here. I love to have the hand shower. I love that they have a separate on and off for the temperature. So this is gonna move it from top to bottom. And then you have the illuminated shower niche right here as well, all tied together with the white Schluter strip that covers all the tiles, rough edges. Now, in here, we have a window. You don't always get a window in the bathroom. And it's nice that it's frosted, because of course it is. I really like this space. Now, upstairs, we have a common rooftop deck, which isn't big, but in most buildings, you don't get anything at all. So when you're thinking about this and you're comparing this to other units, it's hard to do so because what I'm taking you next is the elevator. And for me, like I'll tell you something that most people don't know, I could have bought in this building and I wish I did, and I've been regretting it every day since, and my wife is angry with me, but that's a different story. When you have an elevator, it's apples to watermelons all of a sudden. You can't compare it to anything else. To have a rooftop that you normally wouldn't have, even if it's just a place to grab some air, show your friends the view, whatever it is, you're not gonna see that anywhere else. So, thank you for coming. Thank you for looking at this property. Come see it. I want to show it to you. Take care.